everyone, Fox is here, and I'm not only wearing a sweater, but I'm also drinking hot chocolate because I don't know what's going on. It's April the 3rd as I'm filming this, Sunday, and it's snowing so heavily outside. You wouldn't even believe it. It's just like, it's completely white outside. And that's probably also the reason why my face has a weird shine. It's not because there is a weird light, it's just because of the snow. Well, it's kind of because of the light, because it reflects on the snow, so my face is kind of also white. Anyway, let's get started. Hi everyone, Fox is here and I'm bringing you my weekly wrap-up. I just want to start it with saying that my day has been kind of weird today. First of all, I woke up at 6 a.m., yes, on Sunday, because I had to leave at 8, and between 8 and 10, I was outside in a cafe trying to export the video of my Montreal trip from iMovie, and it took me, I'm not kidding, up to 2 hours. That I even posted like a small video, vlogish type of video on my YouTube channel. It was ridiculous. My laptop is so slow that it just takes hours to export a video. I'm not even talking about how long it takes me to edit anything. It's insane. My laptop is really old, but I still love it, so here we go. Okay, anyway, let's talk about books. I read quite a few books last week, and it's actually pretty surprising because I didn't read anything Monday or Tuesday, but starting I think Wednesday I started reading, and I read quite a lot just in a few days. I wasn't feeling really well, so I spent all Saturday at home reading. That's probably also why I have a lot of books that I've read. The first book that I read was The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. This is an adult fiction book, but it has a very strong magical realism or a fairy tale twist to it. It's about a guy who comes back to his hometown and he suddenly remembers a whole bunch of things that happened in his childhood that he completely forgot about. I don't want to say anything else because that might spoil the plot for you. The book is really short. I think it's less than 200 pages. Yeah, it's less than 200 pages, and I basically flew through it. Took me a couple of hours, and it was really enjoyable. Even though it's considered to be an adult fiction just because of the main character, the main part of the book is set in his childhood, so essentially it's like middle grade or young adult. But just be careful if you have any young readers. This book is not suitable for children, but I think it should be fine for young adults. At the same time, this book really has a lot of creepiness to it. At times it's even really scary. It kind of reminded me of Caroline by Neil Gaiman, that I didn't read the book, but I watched the movie, and there were some twists to it that really creeped me out, even though it should be an young adult book. So this one has also very, typical Neil Gaiman style to it. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the narrative. I enjoyed what happened. I enjoyed the fairy tale-esque aspect to it. And I want to say that if you read Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, you will enjoy this one as well, because this has a very similar feeling to it. I gave it 4 stars. Then I read Red Queens Volume 1 called Sass and Sorcery. I had very high expectations of this graphic novel because everyone seems to love it and seems to recommend it, and you know what? It didn't disappoint. It was, I think, the easiest 5 stars I've ever given to a graphic novel. It has an awesome band of ladies who are basically like mercenaries. They're like killers for hire, or they just go and deal with a lot of stuff that happens in this fictional town. And there is also other bands of, well, groups of people. Not sure if I should be calling them people, but anyways, there are other groups of similar assassins for hire, and something weird starts to happen. they become the target, and those ladies are trying to figure out what's going on. This is fantasy type of genre, but at the same time there is a bit of mature content in it, so please be advised. It's a lot of fun. It's very quirky, it's hilarious, and you know what, those ladies are pretty amazing. They're all different. One of them is an elf, another one is from a cult that worships a flying squid, another one is a dwarf, and one is a midget. You know what, they're all pretty amazing. I absolutely love those characters. The art is also really cool. Just look at that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading volume 2. I gave this this graphic novel 4.55 stars. Another graphic novel that I read was volume 9, which is called Chicken Tenders. Oh my god, it was so amazing. I'm not going to say anything about the plot because obviously spoilers, but remember how I said that there are two scenes that keeps, you know, recurring with pretty much every volume, and it involves two different pairings in the series. So yeah, there is another scene like that for two pairings, and oh my god, I laughed so hard starting from the very first page. I just couldn't put it down. It was so damn funny. And Pollo, look at this. This is Pollo. Yeah, the chicken, the terror chicken. I don't know how to call it. Oh my god, that's okay. So this was an amazing volume. I know that the volume number 10 is out already, and volume 11 is coming out in May of this year. Unfortunately, my library doesn't have volume 10 available. So yeah, 5 stars. Very easy, 5 stars. Another book that I read was Willful Machines by Tim Florine. It's a sci-fi YA dystopian novel. I really enjoyed it. There was a very interesting concept about an artificial intelligence that is terrorizing society. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the romance that is in this book, because this is essentially coming of age type of story as well, and the main protagonist, the boy named Lee, he's hiding that he's gay from everyone just because he's the son of the president, and he knows that that's going to affect his father, who's very conservative. And when a new boy comes to school, Lee is attracted to him, and he has to deal not only with what is going on with society and the fear of terror attacks, and also deal with expectations of his father, but he also has to deal with his feelings for this boy. The first part of the book, even though I enjoyed it, nothing was really happening, and everything that happened in that part, that was in the summary. I don't think it's a very good thing to actually put everything that happens in the first part of the book into the summary. The second half of the book is way more action-packed. There is a lot of heartbreak. There is a lot of stuff happening in there, and I really enjoyed it. The ending, absolutely, oh my god, yes, heart-wrenching, absolutely heart-wrenching. And you know what? I even went on Twitter and I tweeted at Tim, and I was like, where is the sequel? Where is the sequel? I need it now. And he was like, well, yeah, maybe someday. So, oh my god. For now, this is a standalone novel, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It's a debut novel. I'm not going to say that it's perfectly written. It's not, but it's very well written, and even though the plot had some holes in it, and for some reason I had a feeling as if nothing existed outside of the school, because pretty much everything happens in the school or in the school premises. At the same time, I think it was very well done from the standpoint of the character development and the romance in this book. Very well done. Basically exactly what I wanted to read on Saturday. Sci-fi, young adult, LGBT. Yeah, 4 stars. And the last 2 books that I read were volume 2 and 3 of Manga X. I really enjoyed this volume. It wasn't as good as volume number 1, and when I say volume number 1 and volume number 2, I mean these 3-in-1 editions, because in fact this volume has volumes 4, 5, and 6. So I would say that probably out of three parts of this volume, I enjoyed the first and the last one the most, and the middle one was kind of meh. So I gave the whole volume 4 stars. Still, it's very solid read. Still, the story is progressing. We are getting introduced to more characters that I'm enjoying, but um, the middle part, why I didn't like it as much, is because Fuma was not there. And it's not because it's my favorite character, he's not, but all interaction that was happening between Kotori and Kamui and Fuma was basically non-existent in the middle part. That's why I didn't like it as much as the other parts of the volume. Still, I gave it 4 stars. And then I read volume number 3, which is originally 7, 8, and 9. And oh my god, I was reading it, I couldn't put it down. I was reading it today, this morning, while waiting for my Montreal video to export from iMovie. I literally could not put it down. So good. So what is happening here, I'm not going to say just because spoilers and all of that, but we're getting finally introduced to Subaru and Seishiro, who are 2 characters from Tokyo Babylon, which is another manga and anime series by Clamp. And those 2 characters had a lot of stuff going on in that manga. I watched the anime, I didn't read the manga, and now I'm dying to read it. I know the plot, I know everything that happens, but I want to read it. I'm dying to read it. So those 2 are finally in this volume, and oh my god. Doki doki suru. Oh my god, I'm a huge fan of X, and I posted an insane amount of pictures on Instagram just because I couldn't deal with my feelings. There is so much heartbreak happening here. Finally, some key points were revealed, and they're fantastic. Oh my god. Okay, I gave it 5 stars. I cannot really talk about it. I just love it so much. I love it. And I cannot wait to read volume number 4, and I have already requested, and I'm waiting for volumes 5 and 6. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is everything that I read in a week, and I think it's pretty good. Even though the majority of that was graphic novels and manga that I basically flew through, still I read 2 solid novels, and I really enjoyed everything that I read. You know what? I think it was one of the very few weeks in which I didn't even give anything less than 4 stars. Well, I mean, maybe Willful Machines deserve 3.5, 4 stars. Still, it was quite a solid read. So, yay! It was an amazing week. I'm very excited. And please let me know down below if you read any of these books. And I'll see you next week. Bye! Another cool thing that I did today was I went to see a free jazz concert, all thanks to one of my colleagues who actually plays in a band. So I spent 2 hours listening to jazz and blues, so yay! That was pretty amazing. Amazing! Obviously I cannot talk today. I can sing. No, I cannot. I want to read volume 10 so bad. Just give it now. Just give it to me now, please. Oh my god. I was tweeting and I was literally obsessed with this volume, and I enjoyed it so much. I was tweeting and I was posting pictures, and yeah. But yeah, spoiler alert, something good happens here. Attempt number 17 to summarize this book. I don't like how I'm describing this book. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not able to summarize things today. Where's my hot chocolate? Seriously.